So, I've started to think.
About a lot of things, really. Because, for whatever reason, I've been, pathetically desperate to be a content creator for a long time now. And there's a lot of reasons for that. Not the least of which is I'm tremendously full of myself. But I'm also a physicist, and so I think about time a lot. And I think a lot about the power of recordings to transmit information across time and space. And I've been pathetically desperate to be a content creator for a long time now. And there's a lot of reasons for that. Not the least of which is that I think I have something to say. And well, I've wondered how I can do that. And well, okay, first of all, I'm taking these falsies off because I don't know. Falsies are just not my thing. I like wearing these because they're held on with magnets. But in general, eyeliner is all you're getting. So, I don't know. There's something about this process that I want to add something to the cultural zeitgeist, right? I want to be heard, and I don't ever want to find myself in a position where I have to say something disingenuous just to keep the lights on. And that's a difficult thing to manage. And every artist has to work under constraints. That's, I think, an important part of it. If you're just doing whatever you want, with an unlimited budget, it usually is trash. Although not completely. Exhibit A, the prequels, great memes, great cinematics, terrible plot, terrible dialogue. Some parts of the story weren't completely stupid, but most of the story was stupid. The dialogue was trash, and even the aesthetics weren't always good. That is the one silver lining of the Star Wars prequels, is the aesthetics were interesting and in some cases actually really good. And also, hold on, let me raise my chair to improve my own aesthetics. Also, the dialogue is just hilarious and memeable. But there's this problem I see where content creators inevitably run themselves into a corner, right, where they don't know what to do next. And also, they don't know where they're going to get sponsorship next. And so, there are places that I will and won't take sponsorship from that I've already decided in my head. So, if I ever get famous, don't bother reaching out, companies. If I want you to sponsor me, I'll let you know. um, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, though. I just, one of the things I'm trying to explain is I don't ever want to find myself in the position that my content leads people to inaccurate beliefs about the world that do not improve their lives. Because I'm happy to deceive you for purposes of storytelling, but I want to tell you at the end, this was a story. And I don't know. This channel is different, right? This is the only channel I have with any subscribers, but this is also my off the cuff vlog channel. So it's just I don't ever want to find myself in the position that I feel like I need to put together some well manicured aesthetic in order to make a vlog, right? I want to be. I don't want to just completely make them willy nilly. These are a semi polished version of my thoughts where it's sort of a video diary, right, where I spend some time thinking about things, and then I'll put it together and sort of come up with a vague idea of what I want to say and then sit down and talk. But it's really not edited or refined or polished in any way, shape, or form. And I want the ability to do that. And so I just keep launching these side projects. But I think that's the thing to do, and I think that's what I'm gonna have my strategy be moving forward. Is this channel is vlogs and whatever else I want to do, and some video essays and things like that, but mostly just me talking. And so then I also have other projects, right? So one is physics lectures that I'm trying to maintain a cadence of one lecture a week at that, plus maybe one additional side lecture, but no more and no less than that. There might be, so there'll be basically one lecture a week, and some weeks there might be a side tutorial on some data analysis or something like that. But then I have my short films channel that so far is just me doing video game commentary, and so I gotta change that in a hurry. I gotta start actually putting some crappy but existent content on that channel. If I ever want it to succeed, and more importantly, if I ever want to not get stuck in a rut. The only basically this is why I've done it, right? The only rut that I would find acceptable to get stuck in is teaching physics. If I get stuck in that rut where I'm just doing physics lectures, that I'm okay with, because that's something where I can confidently deliver content that I know will help improve people's lives because it's helping you to learn something that is just very well established and very useful. And I want to put my spin on it, but it's mostly just traditional university physics lectures with the Erica Kalman personality for whatever that's worth. The short films, I want to actually make films, and eventually I want to make full-length films, and I'm writing a novel, right? Because I want to be a storyteller, but I have a background as a physicist, and so I want to tell stories that really help people understand how the natural world works, and particularly to understand the understanding of the natural world that we have already, and also to understand the mysteries that we don't understand, and the value of the scientific method in continuing to explore those things. Because, I mean, to be honest, we're kind of stagnant on areas like particle physics, but there's a lot of really interesting questions. Abiogenesis, there's a lot of work to be done. There's, I think, a lot of work still in astrophysics, even if that's a little bit stagnant. I don't think particle physics will stay stagnant forever. It's just that it's going to need to, they need to sort of take a look at their lives, take a look at their choices. And, you know, I don't think that the Large Hadron Collider was a good decision, but any larger particle collider than that is probably not going to be extremely interesting. It's going to be more useful to study neutrinos and things like that. And once they start doing that, I'm sure interesting things. I'm convinced that neutrinos are the key to high energy, the future of high energy physics. As an aside. Oh, here. By the way, I got a pop filter recently, and this is the microphone on very low gain. So I rather project a bit though, don't I? So I don't know. it's like there's just so many things that I want to explore about like how math and physics work, right? And I'm fond of doing like little things like that. And I don't know. I'm in a good place in some ways, but I'm also like pathetically desperate for attention. But so that's why I noticed that YouTube launched this Shorts feature recently, where now you can just upload a sort of short video, which I hate to admit is similar to TikTok. Ugh. But like, you know, what can I say? I'm glad they have it, because I'm glad that there's a short format that's promoting the long format. And I don't want this channel to turn into the Erica makes a bunch of shorts to promote her vlogs channel, though, because I uploaded a couple of shorts recently to sort of test the waters, because I uploaded a video recently that was under a minute just by coincidence, and it did really well. And so I was like, okay, yeah, they're desperate to promote these shorts right now. And so if you create any content whatsoever that's in that under a minute category, it will get, like, very quickly promoted. But I don't want this channel to turn into me pulling cheap tricks to promote the channel. And I want to just be able to sit down and talk about whatever I want to, whenever I want to. So this is basically vlogs plus video essays, but I reserve the right to upload absolutely anything I want to this channel, subject to the community guidelines, of course, without feeling like I'm going sort of off of my lane, right? And so those other channels are the channels where I have an actual lane that I try to stay in, especially with the physics lectures, which is the only thing that I would actually encourage you to go watch, because I want people to learn the physics. I would be honored if you would watch my artistic content. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really interested in that. So there's a new channel now, Erica's Short Shorts. It's just me doing random crap. The only consistent theme there is they are all shorts. There will not be any long-form videos on that channel. I might also upload shorts to this channel, but I'm going to try to not overwhelm it, because I think most of the people who watch this watch it on desktop, and shorts on desktop are mostly just a nuisance, to be honest. So I don't know. We're gonna see how it goes. I've been thinking about this process, right? Because somebody I think about is somebody I spend too much time dunking on is Natalie. Natalie Wynn, aka ContraPoints. And so now I've actually done makeup today, and I even briefly wore falsies. Although falsies are not, I like those falsies because they have magnets. And I've always refused to wear falsies because I don't want to put glue on my eye. And then I discovered that there were falsies that held on like with magnetic eyeliner paint, and then you put the falsies on the magnetic eyeliner paint. And I'm obsessed with them. I went from I never want to wear falsies to kind of obsessed with falsies because I was just so cool. Like as a physicist, be like, they hold on with magnets. But now I'm kind of past the excessive excitement, and now it's a new tool in my repertoire. But really, the type of makeup I've always enjoyed wearing most is just eyeliner. That's my go-to. Like now I'm wearing like some, well, I don't know. I'll sometimes wear like, well, the one of the two lipsticks I'm wearing like a pink and like a sort of reddish brown with some like sparkle in it. So the reddish brown with the sparkle in it, I'll normally just wear that. But the pink I normally wouldn't add, and also the blush I wouldn't normally add. My normal day-to-day makeup is just foundation and eyeliner, and I like how I look like that. But on camera, it is fun to do these extra things sometimes. But again, I just don't ever want to find myself in a position that I feel like I have to do my makeup to do a vlog. I want to be able to just talk about what I want to talk about. But the thing I was going to say about Natalie is you can tell that she just loves doing makeup. And it's the same with me, right? I wouldn't do makeup just for these, right? If it was really just for other people, I would not bother. I would resent it, and it would be too much effort, and I wouldn't do it. I do it because I enjoy it, and it is a sort of artistic expression in its own right. And I think Natalie feels that way too. So I'll say that nice thing about her. I'm perfectly willing to say mean things too. I just try to make my criticisms constructive and not just F you, F you, F you, you know? Although it is fun to hurl insults sometimes, but, you know, there's no need to, like, you know, threaten violence against people. That's just wrong. And so, not to mention that there's lots of problems with the Twitter mobs, but the number one problem is just that people threaten violence. It's like, if you want to insult me, it's like, you know, I'm a grown-up, I can handle it. But yeah, it's like if you're threatening violence against me, or especially against my friends and family, yeah, that is gonna get a very negative response out of me, and not in a like I'll go on a rant way, in a like you won't want to see what happens to you way. It will involve lawyers, not violence, but you still won't want to see it. So I don't know. Those are my thoughts on content creation. But like, you know, I don't know. I'm a narcissist, right? I'm absolutely desperate, and I keep thinking that you know, I'll go viral someday, and I've realized that I will, with a short. That's all it takes. I'll upload shorts until one of them goes viral, and then I'll cross promote my other channels, and then wham bam done. It's not that complicated, actually. The key is really having that good content when that happens. And so I kind of have this tremendous blessing here where nobody watches these, but I have just enough encouragement to keep going. So thank you, everybody that has stuck around. I don't know. I am not sure where I'm going to go with this. I'm not sure if this quality is going to improve or decline, but I'm going to try to make it improve, and I'm going to keep doing it. Excuse me. But, yeah. I'm going to edit for purposes of storytelling, not for purposes of hiding my mistakes. Although I'm also going to do that. Oh, by the way, I'm like obsessed with these because they're magnetic. Which means that they attach without glue. I've been like pathetically desperate to be a content creator for a long time now. And there's a lot of reasons for that.